In this video, I'm going to show you a step-by-step pattern of how to crochet this beautiful bow hair tie using simple stitches. So let's get started. Hey guys, welcome to DIY Crafts. For this project, I have used medium 4-weight 100% cotton yarn and a crochet hook of size 3.5 mm. However, you can use your favorite yarn along with its suitable hook size. Now, first let us begin by making a slip knot. First, make a loop on your hand as shown in the video with the working end. Now, from the center, insert your crochet hook and pull up a loop. Now, pull the starting tail end to make a knot. So, that is the slip knot. Adjust the loop and that is your starting point. Now we are going to make a foundation chain. So yarn over and pull up a loop from the previous loop on the hook. And that's the foundation chain. And you keep on making the foundation chain until you have 78 chains on your hook. Make sure that all the chains are of equal size throughout the foundation chain. Continue it and we'll have 78 chains in the foundation chain. Now let's start making the first round. Make chain 1 and we are going to ignore this chain 1 as a stitch. So put your finger on the 78th chain and then make chain 1. And now into this 78th chain we are going to make a half double crochet. So for that, yarn over, insert the hook into the top loop of the 78th chain, take the yarn and come out of the chain. Now you will have 3 loops on the hook, yarn over and draw the yarn through all the 3 loops at a time. So that is the first half double crochet in your row 1. And to mark that first stitch, I am using a stitch marker to mark the first half double stitch. So this is the first stitch of your first row. Now again repeat the same half double stitch in the next one. Yarn over, insert the hook into the chain, yarn over and pull up a loop. Now you have 3 loops on the hook, yarn over and make a second half double stitch. So likewise we have to make 10 half double crochet stitches, 1 in each chain. So this is the third half double stitch and continue it until the 10th one. So yarn over, insert and pull up a loop and that's the 4th half double stitch. This is 5 and let's continue. This is the 6th half double stitch, 7, 8, 9 and 10. So those are the 10 half double crochet stitches. Make sure that all the half double crochets are of the equal height. Now in the next 6 stitches we are going to make a slip stitch. So to make a slip stitch, insert the hook into the chain, grab the yarn and come out of all the loops on the hook. So that's the second slip stitch. This is the third one. Insert and drop a loop. That's the 4th one. 5 and 6. So that is the 6 slip stitches. And now let's continue making 20 half double stitches. So put a count on each and every half double stitch you make. So yarn over, insert and drop a loop and that's the second half double stitch. This is the third one and then the 4th one and next 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 and we have to make 10 more. So that's 11, 12 and continue until you have 20. As the video is getting longer and it's the same repetitive stitch, I have just skipped showing all the stitches on the video. So after making 20 half double crochet stitches, we have to make 6 slip stitches. So that's 3. This one is the 4th slip stitch. This is the 5th slip stitch and then the 6th slip stitch. Those are the 6 slip stitches and now we are going to make another 20 half double stitches. So yarn over, insert and drop a loop and make a half double stitches. So that's 1, 2 and that's the third half double stitch and likewise continue until you have 20 half double crochet stitches. So counting the stitches will really help, but make sure you are making only one half double stitch in each and every chain and match the count according to the pattern. So once 20 half double crochet stitches are completed, again we have to make 6 slip stitches. So insert and drop a loop from all the loops on the hook. And again this is the second slip stitch. 3, 4, 5, 6. So those are 6 slip stitches in the middle, and we will be left with the last 10 chains. Make one half double stitch in each of the next 10 chains. So that's 2, 3, 4, and then this is the 5th half double stitch, 6, 7, 8, 9 and 10. So this completes the first row with 78 stitches. So if you observe, we will have 10 HDC, 6, again 20 HDC, again 6, and likewise there will be a series of stitches. And the main idea behind this is that the half double crochet stitches forms the bow part, whereas the 6 slip stitches in the middle makes the center part of the bow. So if you fold them, so make the center 6 slip stitches as a base and fold the left part and the right part over, cross over each other, and that is the basic bow shape we are going to get. So this shape we can adjust the width according to the requirement. If you want it only one line as a simple bow, you can leave it here. If you want it a little wider, you can keep on continuing adding the rows, and I'm going to show you how to go to the next row. So this is a same one row repeat pattern. We are going to repeat the same thing which we have done in the row 1 for the second row as well, but only small adjustment is, instead of going into the entire stitch, we are going to work only in the back loops. So for that, begin with chain 1 and turn your work. And now let's understand what is the entire stitch and what is the front and back loops. So let me show you with the help of a tapestry needle. So if you see, there is a V shape for the stitch. So that front part is called the front loop of the hook. That is the entire stitch, the V shape. The front thread is the front loop and the back thread is the back loop. And now we are going to leave the front loop and insert the needle only into the back loops, and we are going to repeat the same thing for each and every stitch throughout the row. So that will give you a nice embossed pattern for your second row. So yarn over, insert the hook into the back loop only, and then make a first half double stitch. And now to mark the first stitch of the second row, again I'm using the the stitch marker, and this helps us to identify where the last stitch goes into exactly. So the stitch marker helps us in counting as well. So insert the needle only into the back loop and make a second half double stitch, and then again into the back loop, drop a loop and make a half double stitch. So that's the third one, 4, and then the fifth one, 6, 7, 8, 9 and 10. And now the next 6 stitches are the flat part, and in those 6 stitches we have to make a slip stitches. So if you observe, the stitches which we have left the front loops will give you a nice line like detailing to the pattern. Now for the next 6 stitches, again insert the hook only into the back loop instead of the entire stitch, yarn over and come out of all the loops on the hook. So that's the first slip stitch. Again insert the hook only into the back loop and make a second slip stitch. That's 2. This one is 3, 4, 5 and 6. So we have done the flat part above the flat part, which is slip stitches over slip stitches, and then we are going to continue with 20 half double crochet stitches, back loop only. So that's first half double stitch, 2, 3, and likewise continue until all the 20 half double stitches are completed. And then again you will see a slip stitches part, and over the top of the slip stitches again we will do a slip stitch. So if you observe, those are 20 HDCs, and then we have to make 6 slip stitches on top of all the 6 slip stitch only in the back loops. And once the slip stitches are completed, again make 20 half double stitches followed by 6 slip stitches, and finally last 10 half double stitches, and the last stitch will go into the stitch where we have put a stitch marker, and in that stitch also we will make it only in the back loop. So let me show you at the end of the row. So here we have completed all the 77 stitches, and this is the last stitch where we have the stitch marker. So remove the stitch marker, insert the hook only into the back loop and make the last half double stitch, and this completes the second row of a bow pattern. And now we are going to repeat the same pattern as we have done in the row 2 for row 3 and row 4 as well. So chain 1, turn your work and start making a half double crochet stitch only into the back loop by leaving the front loops to give your nice line like pattern or texture for your project. So we are making a half double crochet, and once we have done the first stitch, put a stitch marker in the top of the first stitch, and then we are going to continue to make half double crochet stitches on top of half double crochet stitches and slip stitches on top of a previous slip stitches. And basically we are going to repeat the same pattern which we have done in the second row for row 3 and row 4 as well. So continue until row 3 and row 4 are completed. So now we are at the end of the 4th row. So once we are done with the last half double crochet, so for that we are removing the stitch marker and making a last half double stitch on top of the previous half double stitch, and this completes the 4th row. Now make chain 1 and trim the excess thread, leaving a small tail end of 2 to 3 inches tail end, and pull the loop out. So this completes the basic project. Now let's add the finishings to it. So take the tail end into the tapestry needle and weave in the tail end into nearby stitches, but make sure that tail end is not visible from the either side of your project. So hide them gently into the nearby stitches. Any 2 to 3 stitches will be good enough. And once the tail end is hidden into the stitches completely, we can trim the excess thread close to the project, and we are going to repeat the same thing on the other side of the tail end as well. And now for the starting tail end as well, insert the tail end into the tapestry needle and then hide the tail end. That means weave in the tail end into the nearby stitches and then hide the tail end into the stitches. And now trim the excess thread close to the project. Now adjust the stitches a little bit, and we are finally ready to fold and give the shape of a bow. Make sure the center line is facing upwards, and now we are going to fold the edges into the center. So fold the right and left parts to the center in such a way that the 6 slip stitches parts are aligned one top of the other. So here if you see, the 2 lines part will be visible from the outside. And now let's do the finishings. For that I have taken a long thread of approximately 15 inches, and now make sure to hold all the 6 slip stitches part together and wrap this thread around the center part for a couple of times. Turn the bow onto the back side and secure it with a couple of knots. And now if you are attaching it to a hair tie, use the hair tie on back of your bow and wrap the excess thread around the rubber band and the project together for multiple times so that the joint will be nice and secure, and also it will give you a nice knot like look at the front side. And once it is done, make a knot, and the additional threads have to be secured into the project just like how we have secured the starting and finishing tail ends. And once both the threads are weaved in, we can trim the excess thread close to the project. And with this you have completed a beautiful crochet hair tie all by yourself. You can attach it to an alligator clip, or you can even make it as a keychain or a bag charm, or however you want it to be. I hope you all enjoyed watching this tutorial. Do give this pattern a try and let me know your thoughts in the comments section below. The written pattern is given in the description. Do check it out. Don't forget to share your work to me on Instagram. See you all in the next video.
Thank you for watching. Please like the video, share it and subscribe to DIY Crafts.